Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, July 2nd. No, it is not race day. So it's been a minute or two since I put a video out, mostly because we just haven't run. The past 3 weeks, we've had rain on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hell, even probably Monday. It's rained a lot here in the past couple weeks. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, if one track rains out, why don't you just drive to another one? We've got probably five or six tracks within like an hour radius of where I live. Generally, if one rains out, they all rain out. And the ones that don't rain out and try to run anyway, usually the track's pretty rough. That's not a dig at the tracks. They are a small business. They are trying to get people in the door, out to watch the racing and everything. Unfortunately, racing kind of suffers when they do that. It's the nature of racing, man. You either you force it and get money in, or you shut down and don't make any money at all. With that being said, keep in mind all these racetracks around here, they're small businesses. So when they are open, please go out, visit them, go to the concession stands, drink their beer. Just go out and have a good time. It makes for a great Friday or Saturday night. Now, with that out of the way, the last time you see me, we had some front end damage. Crew chief came out, did a bunch of welding on the car. She got everything welded up real nice and neat. We added a bumper. I ended up buying a nose for it because the one that I built was not great. Someone said that it looked like a pig, like it had a flat nose on it. So I ended up buying one for Performance Bodies. And here's the result. It actually looks really good now with a decent nose on it. Brand new bumper. Thanks to Ben Stockton for selling me that. Greatly appreciate it. So as you can see, we've just been, wow, that is a cool shot. Check out that sun coming through the window like that with the American flag in the background. That's awesome. Okay, with all that being said, this is just going to be a short video to kind of get you guys updated on what's been going on, which essentially has been nothing. We did have an opportunity to run a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, the water pump went out in my truck. So here's the water pump. As you can see, that's not a good sound. That's not a good sound. It's not a cheap fix. Fixed it in the driveway a couple weeks ago, and everything's been fine ever since. So the truck's all repaired and ready to go. It's cooling fine. The car's all ready to go. It's repaired. Looks good for a change. It's 4th of July weekend. There is some racing going on. However, I'm not going to participate. The one track that is open that I could go to and run as an E-mod, they're running Saturday night. You got to change some stuff in order to go to that track. I got to change the gear. I got to come up with a gear because I don't have one for that track. You got to go through the whole trouble of changing the gear out and everything. And I don't know, I'm lazy and just really don't want to. Also, fundage is kind of a little slim right now. Also, I'd have to go through the entire process of trying to track down a gear that will work for that track. On top of that, changing it out and everything. Changing it out's not that hard. It takes about 30 minutes or so. And poof, you've got a new gear in there. However, it's just tracking one down. And so I think this weekend we're just going to keep things simple. It is Thursday. I have the day off. It's a vacation day. I'm going to put air in the tires in a race car, roll this thing outside, clean up the shop, actually kind of organize all this mess, which is, I might use a dumpster. Also on today's agenda, once I get the garage cleaned up, I might do it now, as soon as this video is over with. I'm going to check the compression ratio in the car. There's a way to do it where you fill the cylinder full of fluid. In math, science, calculators involved, all that stuff, and you can figure out the compression ratio. The reason why I'm doing this is I never calculated it when the motor was out. With the motor in, I can kind of get close to knowing what it is, and I can kind of get an idea of what the compression ratio is and see if I've left anything on the table. If I could swap some head gaskets out, make that compression ratio a little more 9-to-1 than what it is. I think it's a lot lower than that. A little bit of a performance boost for $100. So as much as horsepower I can coax out of this thing, I'm going to try. Now, here's something else. Now, without going into a whole bunch of boring details, I'm going to run it as a B-mod next year. As far as the rules go, I've got a base for a good engine. There's some cylinder head work that can be done, swapping some heads around, purchasing some new heads possibly. The big difference between the B-mod and the E-mod, transmission and the rear end. They run a direct drive transmission. I run a 4-speed transmission. The rear end is a quick change rear end. I have a 9-inch rear end, the old school 9-inch Ford 9-inch rear ends. So right there, there's not a whole lot of no, not really a whole lot of difference. Technically, I can run as a B mod right now. I'm going to be slow as hell, but I can run as a B mod right now. There's a few things in the motor that can be changed to kind of bump the horsepower up a little bit. Now, the main reason why I want to switch over to a B mod, that actually gives me a lot more tracks to run at. Pretty much every track in the area runs a USRA B mod or an IMCA B mod. So is this a step up? Absolutely. Is it going to be really tough? Is the competition twice as good? Yes. Am I going to be good right out of the gate? Absolutely not. Do I think this is a good idea? Absolutely not. So when you're comparing the E mod versus the B mod thing, there's a little more horsepower in the B mods, a little more modern equipment in the B mods. Right now, as it stands, there's only 2 tracks in the area that run E mods. You have the Midwest mod also. I know this is really confusing. It's confusing for me too. There's also the Midwest mods that are in the area. There are a lot of argument back and forth on whether they're more of a B mod or an E mod. Blah blah blah. So the long and the short of it is, we're going to step up a class next year. So I know I've done a really terrible job of explaining that, but the idea is we're just going to move up another class, add some horsepower to this thing, actually good calculated horsepower, add some parts to it. Go from there. I mean, I just turned 49 years old. I want to bump up another class. Life's short. Might as well get it done now. All right, guys. Sorry, I know it's a short video, but I don't have any content to give you guys. I don't think you guys want to watch me clean the shop. So I'm going to get my day started, get the shop cleaned up. Daughter's home today, so we may, go bowling or something. And now it is 4th of July weekend, so I'm going to go celebrate America's 250th birthday. Also, I got to check to see if I got my 300 ring. For those of you who don't pay attention, I bowled a perfect game, a 300 game. That's 12 strikes in a row. So I got to check to see if my ring's in. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. Come check me out on Twitch, Pigpen13, PIGPIN13. Also, if you'd like, come check out my Instagram too. It's Pigpen_13. I usually put something up there. There's some gaming related stuff and a lot of racing related stuff and some just family stuff that you might be entertained by. Anyway, guys, until next time, see you.